reasonable like video. Oh, my hairs are atrocious.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make. I don't delve into psychological videos because there's tons of them online, and in my experience, unless you've recognized you want to better yourself in psychology, you're not going to really seek them out. There's a whole host of reasons why I don't usually delve into it, even though it's one of my favorite topics, and I've studied it for like 10 years. I'm by no means an expert, but I look really good, so that's all that matters. So I was just speaking with my wife because she apologized to someone for something that she did, and
I was in the wrong.
I think society in general needs to change their view on apologies. I think apologies are kind of viewed upon as, well, I'll get into why I think this. So there's also differences between men and women. That's a fact. I'm not going to get into that debate either. Women, on average, are more neurotic than men. That's just a studied, verifiable, observable fact. And it has to do with many things. The one I'm going to focus on today, well, I won't focus on, it's just point is serotonin. Women have 50% on average less serotonin than men. Serotonin is what keeps you calm, cool, collected, relaxed. So when you have less, you tend to anxiety and depression and a host of other things that are not desirable. But getting to the apology part, I think, this is my theory, societal norms and traditions and verifiable fact in the case of physical strength show us that women are not looked upon as an equal tier of men across the board. And let's be honest, they're not. Just like men aren't equal to women in other regards. Like there's pros and cons to each, so each have their strengths and weaknesses. But in regards to physical strength and then sometimes authority in the household and just in general in society, women are looked upon as a lower rung than men, like one rung down. So when you marry that with the concept of apologies by some being looked upon as kind of an admission of weakness in a small way, right?
Yes.
I could probably word that better, but I think everybody gets what I'm talking about. I'm not saying it's viewed as a major weakness, and well, some people do, but I think everybody gets what I'm saying. So I am sure some of you already know where I'm going with this. My wife got it immediately. I think that because of the appearance of where women already sit in society as far as on the power scale and other some correct and some incorrect appearances of the differences between men and women, that's why they are more reluctant to apologize. As any guy will know who has a wife or girlfriend and you guys argue or she does wrong. And men, don't get me wrong, it's the same reason men don't like to apologize either. It's just seen as kind of a weak thing to do, which I'll get into in a second. But I think that's part of the reason why women, and my wife tends to agree, right? Am I wrong here? Am I way off at least? I'm being onto something. How about I go onto something category? If not, kind of correct? I think that's why.
I've been listening, but I've also been putting things away, so.
I think that's why women and people in general tend to not want to apologize. Now, apology, when appropriate, shows that you're a responsible, mature adult who is in control of their emotions and has mature emotional control. So I think that has to change in society, and the only way it's going to happen is on a personal level. So you who watch this video, I think you should be aware of that and make an effort to cultivate a different attitude towards apologies when appropriate. They should be sincere and in the correct context, and the person who receives the apology should be, what's the word I'm looking for? When you don't rub it in someone's face, you're not courteous about it, you're, I'm so mad. You take something with grace. You take it with you don't you're just thanks for the apology.
Yeah.
It's, whatever. You take it.
A little bit of milk left
So
in here.
mad that I can't think of that. Anyway, again, I'm sure you get what I'm saying. I know this video is disjointed. I try to do the best I can. I'm even talking fast. I need to slow down. According to the professionals, I talk too fast.
Oh.
Which is true. When people talk faster, the slower someone speaks, it appears to others as more in control and knowledgeable. When you talk fast and blah blah blah, it seems like you don't know. You come across as not knowing what you're talking about or whatever.
Okay.
The problem is that's a generalization in someone who has severe ADHD like me. I'm just all over the place and I'm trying to remember all my points and trying to make them into a coherent, cogent train of thought, which is why I'm talking fast. So I apologize for my fast speak and my disjointed videos. Most of these are from the hip. So I try to do my best to make them flow and be understandable. Does that sound, I mean, okay. Well, the dog says,
Yes. What
The
does the
dog
dog
says
have to
nice.
say?
feed me, Seymour.
What's
Boo-boo. Good girl. Boo-boo.
Boo.
She's like, I don't see any food in your hands. You're dead to me.
And she's French now.
You're dead to me.
Our French dog.
Puppy le French. Anyway, peace out, yo.